Listen. Some releases bring out the worst in people. Boom. Yeah, fam? Right, that does look purple in the light. Boom. 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 The Yeezy 350 V2 Black. Almost Pirate Black V2 if you want to call it that. And yes, I got the shoe. Yes, it was a bittersweet victory because the release in London yesterday, Friday, because today's Monday, I've waited 2 days to load this, was abysmal. Is it time for the Adidas Confirm drops where people have to collect on the day, where you do the game on the app, you've got a 10-second countdown, you choose the answer to the question, and you win or you lose. And if you win, you've got a time window to pick up the shoe on the release date, and that's it. And if you can't pick it up, then it'll be sold or sent back or put back online or whatever Adidas do. Is it time for Adidas to give people a longer collection window? Because that release, some of the stuff I've been hearing, people were getting attacked, there were knives involved, girls were getting, well, if what I heard happened to them, it would have been, anyway. The Yeezy 350 V2 Static Black is an amazing shoe. If you missed out on the Pirate Blacks V1s, then this is a more than an ample consolation prize. Yeah. The release was so bad that I can't even do this review properly. Like, let's talk about it. So, stores that do these big releases now, I'll leave that there, should know how things are going to go when it's a high demand shoe. Bearing that in mind, the stores that locked down the release or shut it down when all the madness was happening, I have to commend them. If you were there and you had a different experience and you feel the staff didn't do well or the shop took too long to react, that's fine. But the alternative, to leave the store open, like, think for the moment, like in the actual moment that things were happening, if the store could have done better, if the staff could have done better, fine. Are you vexed that you didn't get the shoe and they had to shut it down? Or are you vexed that they didn't handle the situation properly? Because you can't have both. You can't want them to continue to give you your shoe if there's shenanigans outside, because it just means it's gonna continue. At the same time, you can't expect them to lock down the thing and have sorted the things out quicker if they weren't prepared for it. The argument is, or the debate is, the shops or retailers should be prepared for this sort of madness on these releases like these. Everyone was saying the Yeezy hat was dead. This shoe was so in demand that it's pretty much brought the Yeezy hype back on its own. Let's be really honest. Like, this is just my opinion. You ain't got to agree with it. But this shoe, this 350 V2, pretty much brought the Yeezy hype back from oversaturation and irrelevance, for want of a better phrase. Like, people were getting tired of it, and if it wasn't for these and the glows, all right, I'll be honest, and the glows that just dropped, and the whole reflective thing going on, people were losing interest in the 350 model, and I was of the similar train of thought. I never thought Yeezy was dead, but I was losing interest very fast. But I never got Pirate Black, so yeah. Retailers should be better prepared for this sort of stuff. They should offer longer collection windows so the hype dies down. Everyone wants to collect their shoe on the first day. If you've watched my IG TV story review or unboxing of the shoe, you will hear my argument and my debate. My thing is, if you disagree with me, fine. Don't message me about it. I'm not the retailer. If you had a bad experience, contact the retailer, give them your suggestions. Don't just be going on the Yeezy post on Instagram, whichever retailer put their post up saying these are releasing soon or raffle got shut down. Don't just go onto their comments and start effing and blinding with no context, because they're not going to listen to you. No one's going to listen to you. The comments are there to vent. Yes, the comments are there to make a comment and give your opinion. Do you, if that's what you want to do, if you think that the brands are going to notice you effing and jeffing on a comment, on the comments of a picture, if you think that's going to help, do it. In my personal experience, that doesn't help. Contact them. Go to the store, speak to the manager, contact their HR, speak to them, tell them what happened, tell them what you're not happy about, and maybe, just maybe, they'll engage with you. If you just start sending profanities, they're gonna block you one, and they're not gonna react to it. And they're just gonna keep doing things the way they are. If that's what you want, if you want to get blocked and for things to not change, do that. If you wanna make a difference, provide solutions, change the way releases happen, engage with the retailer, engage with the brand. Let Adidas know, let whichever retailer that things went, I'm not gonna say names, whichever retailer things went really wrong, let them know. Speak to them. They're not some faceless corporation. You can physically go to the store if you live in London. Go to the store, speak to the manager, tell them what happened. But if I'm rating them for shutting it down because people were getting hurt and they opened at 8 and it wasn't locked off till 11 and you're saying that's not quick enough, in the grand scheme of things, the shop's open till what, 7 on a Saturday in central London, 7 p.m, 8 p.m? To lock something off at 11 and to close the store or to just lock it off completely, but your trading hours until 7, 8 p.m, 11 a.m, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To lock things off 10 hours in advance, that's also not acting too slow. It's not as quick as maybe you would like, but in the grand scheme of trading hours, it's not that slow either. So if you're vexed about that, contact them. Don't get mad at me for my opinion. I've got the right to have an opinion just like you do. My opinion is they did well to lock it off. I'm sorry for the people that didn't get their shoes, but yeah, I said I was going to talk about it. This was meant to be a review for the 350s. Dons need to stop messaging me and not like because they're vexed they never got their shoe. I can't help it. I'm not the brand. Like that whole situation got me a bit angry and well, I don't even know. By now, you've seen a review of them. This is the 350 V2. I'm vexed. Take it easy. Okay, guys, I've calmed down. I'll do the review properly. So, yeah, the Yeezy 350 V2 in the black colorway. And we're going to look at the shoe properly because I vented and I've got it off my chest. So, yeah. So, the prime knit upper is fully black. That's pretty much it. It's a one, what do they call it? What would you call it? It's like a one booty, sock booty upper. Prime knit going down the central part of the toe area, toe box. You've got 3M laces or rope laces. You've got the Yeezy branding on the insole and also the 3 straps on the back, on the heel counter. On the hip, rear part of the sock liner. And you've got the iconic and notorious red dots from the pull tab. This is how some people used to say you would verify the authenticity of the Pirate Blacks by how many dots are on the pull tab. I couldn't tell you how many. If I can't get it from the retailer or the brand's website, I don't buy the shoe. You got the boost. Oh, I'm turning the camera sideways. Sorry, guys. Got the boost caged on the outsole. We've come accustomed to this, and yeah, that's all there really is. Medial side and lateral side. I think I might have done that in reverse. And also you've got the see-through strip that has now become popular on the static colorways. Because of the black, you can't really see it as well as you could see it. If I get this Yeezy there, you can see it just there. There you go. You can see through the strap there. Yeah, dope shoe. Goes with everything. And I'm sorry about the rant, guys. I am sorry about the rant. I had a lot of people messaging me because I commended a certain retailer for locking off a very bad launch. And people were vexed at me for giving my opinion. And I don't think you can get mad at someone in 2019 for their opinion on something. It's not law. Can you not see me yet? It's not law, it's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't need to follow me. It's like self-inflicted pain. If you don't like a TV show, change the channel. If you don't like a song, turn it off. If you don't like someone's opinion, keep moving. So anyway, that's the 350 V2 Black. It hasn't been the most positive video of mine, but yeah, I tend to not let things like that get to me. But when my pet peeve in life is when people keep providing negative comments about a problem. They keep telling you about a problem, but they don't provide any solutions. If you go to a job interview or you're at work and your manager asks you something and you keep telling them the problems and you don't offer any solutions, you ain't going nowhere fast. Like, you need to provide an answer. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. Like, normally when I get angry messages on Instagram, I engage with people just to see what they're mad about. Like, people have messaged me before saying, "Oh, it's not fair. You get this shoe, you get that shoe. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair." Instead of coming at me like that, why don't you just ask me, how did I get into it? What can they do? Like, if you don't understand how to, what raffles go on, like if you don't understand how to enter an Instagram raffle, ask a question. Don't come at people sideways. But this was kind of a discussion that's been brewing in the back for a while, and it's like, people need to learn. We've got this weird we've got this weird thing of when you see someone with something you don't have or that you want, and the inner child feels like this isn't fair. Like, what are they doing that I'm not? Or why is that person able to get this and I'm not? Why don't you just, instead of saying why have they got it and I haven't, why not ask how can I achieve it? And I'm not even trying to say like I'm a successful person way. I'm far from where I want to be in terms of sneakers, in terms of my career, in terms of life. I'm far from any of the goals I want to achieve. But I always ask the question, if I feel myself hating on someone, ask myself, why don't I just work harder? Why don't I just reach out? Why don't I just get to know the person? Like, why is it always got to be a rivalry? Why is it always got to be, I'm getting this shoe to beat that person? I want to get this shoe so I can take shots to get more likes than this person. I want to get with this clique to be better than that clique. Why is it always got to be a competition? Like, why can't we just come together and all just enjoy it together? Like, if I miss out on a shoe and I see someone with it, I'm happy for them, and I want to see how they're gonna rock it. If in my head, because I'm confident and I know that if I get that shoe, I know how to rock it. If I don't get that shoe, I want to see how that person rocks it. Sometimes they rock it better than you, sometimes they rock it the same as you, sometimes it might be worse than you. In your opinion, it might look good to other people. Like, you've got to stop this competition. It's good to be competitive, but you got to stop it when it comes to sneakers, man. You just got to, it is what it is. You get an L, you move on. You get a W, you celebrate it. Like, and you've only got 2 feet. You can only wear so many shoes. So that's my Yeezy 350 V2 review. Oh my God. Yeah.